The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big... Up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Defense makes a stop. Swerving, it's first and goal from the 8.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, USC.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Trojans! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game. Get him on the field. You score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the down. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Northwestern right back to the line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Fakes his man out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc.
Loss of 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. That's caught. It's Gentry. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Works the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Using his legs, it's Applewhite. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Applewhite. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Northwestern right back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Tempo in overdrive.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Trying to run, it's Gore. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the offense on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, looking to throw. They're working that left side. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Wildcats want to move quickly. From the gun on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they've regained the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure.
Off he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on first down. Coming after it. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by just 2 to James Madison.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes the grab.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in. It's Murphy.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Wide out in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wide out. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Release to the back. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He wants to throw here on second down. Slings it. Complete down. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll return it from the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, RD.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Applewhite. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
As a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Caught behind the line. It's Applewhite. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really? Defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
They want to just keep throwing it. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll bring it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll pull it on the read. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northwestern will send out the punt team. On the return, it's Rudolph. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
From the gun, running back on the move. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Applewhite. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Trojans are on the move. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got the quick pass. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Power football with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully, you get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop him short on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on, they execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Powers through the defender. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That's caught. It's Applewhite. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's back to throw on second down. He makes a grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the one. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Trojans. And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they're still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice...
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option, he'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. The quarterback takes a knee. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just